Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another toxic topic. But before we get into this toxic topic, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunts, or your snack and tell your man or sneaky link that you will have to call them back because Prime just dropped a new video. Okay, so we have a toxic topic request. 905 Loves Sisters says, can you do a topic on cruising? I got you, okay? So, cruising. Whew, baby, where do I even start for real? Well, so if you don't know what cruising, because I kind of did a similar toxic topic to this, but not exactly. That's why I'm doing this topic, because it was around the, consensus of, I hope that's the right word, of public play. But I feel like cruising is just a little bit different, right? Cruising is pretty much where you go out, go outside, you in some bushes, you in some trails, in the woods, type shit, walking to the public parks, all that, looking for you a link, looking for a man in a while. It's almost like you going outside and looking for a Pokemon. you cruising. So the thing about cruising is you got to be aware of the scene. You got to scope out the area and stuff like that. And it's in the woods, Me personally, how do I feel about cruising? I'm not really a big fan on cruising. I'm sorry, I'm not really a big fan because the whole outside thing and stuff like that, and you could get caught. You could get caught, and that's the last thing you want to do is get caught by the police or something, or somebody who gonna call the police, because you don't want none of that. Then next thing you know, you on the list, and we don't want to be on the list. But if you just so happen to be cruising, y'all, you just so happen to be cruising, be careful, And what I recommend if you are cruising, definitely get you a fanny pack. Get you a fanny pack or a little baggie that you could carry around, either around your waist, or shit, if you just want to throw that bitch on, little thing, or shit, hey, you can have even a backpack, And what I recommend, bring anything that will make your experience better when it comes to cruising, aka condoms. Okay, you gotta have some condoms in your fanny, some lube, some poppers, some shit, whatever you need, cock rings, stuff like that. Wet wipes. Oh, how could I forget? You need wet wipes because don't nobody want to get done, doing the hunchy, and you don't got no wet wipes to clean your private areas, right? When it gets all messy and greasy from the lube and stuff like that, or from other substances. So also carry around some hand sanitizer. Get you a little small bottle of hand sanitizer, shit, something like that as well. That way you can have some clean hands after the ordeal, because baby, it's not gonna always be a sink around. Okay, if you're cruising in these woods, right? And yes, you got the wet wipes, but that don't mean clean hands. So unless you're cruising and you go into a public bathroom area or stall, or what they call it, urinal, an outdoor, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You got one of those, then it might be a sink in there, but not all the time. So carry around some hand sanitizer and stuff like that. Also, the thing about cruising is you really can't be shy. I know a lot of guys are shy, a quote-unquote shy guy. And I feel like if you gonna be doing cruising, you really gotta be kind of bold. You gotta be forward. You gotta be confident. Cause you also gotta know how to handle rejection too. Let's be clear. Cause a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to handle rejection. If somebody say no or they're not interested, look, you don't need to be like, oh, okay, thank you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Walk away. You shouldn't really be, no back and forth after a no or not interested. Don't be trying to convince, no, that's not sexy. That's not sexy, okay? So, also gotta have that, because when you're cruising, you're pretty much putting yourself out there, you don't know if this guy is gonna be interested in you. Even make eye contact and stuff like that. Cause shit, either they could be cruising too, or shit, it could just be a person just regularly jogging or just walking around and being a normal person. And next thing you know, they what the fuck is you talking about? So you gotta scope out the scene, hold eye contact longer than normal, be, open Oprah posture, see like, okay, is they fucking with it, you know, look good, wear like some tight clothing, shit, probably have on no shirt if you got the body, you know, to really like be like, okay, like I'm out here, I'm looking good, like, you know what I'm trying to say. I know a lot of people do cruising because they really don't like the apps, but I do feel like sometimes the apps can be useful. Like, it's certain specific apps that you can use when it comes to cruising, like Sniffies, Squirt, what's the other one? Blowers, whatever.com. I don't know. It's apps like that or websites that you can use to see if there's like other cruises around, you know, to see like, oh, like it might be cruises like, oh, I'm gonna be at the trail in 20 minutes, or I'm gonna be at the public park in 10 minutes. Who's there? Anyone at such and such, you know, stuff like that. That way you can know like who's in the area, what's all in the area, so you don't got to do too much walking around and scoping out the scene. Okay, so I suggest use the apps, but I really, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I really don't recommend cruising, and because like, who really wants to be outside like in the bushes? Like, I know if you don't got no car and you can't host, I know cruising is really a good alternative for, you know, hooking up and gay sex. But if you got an option, baby, I just say go to the car or host if you got the option, okay? Because like, if you outside, baby, you gotta, oh, see, I forgot something to keep in your fanny pack. Also bug spray, because if you out there and you hunching in the bushes, baby, it will be bugs and mosquitoes, and the last thing you want is to be covered in bugs or mosquitoes just biting your ass. You know what I'm saying? Now you all bumpy and shit, and that's not sexy. That's not sexy. I don't, you know, I'm a little skeptical too, so I just feel like cruising is a little dangerous, especially if you're doing it at night. Because, you know, it could be, you know, people out there, you know, y'all know the people who be unaliving people. You don't want to run into those types of people. Like, you never know who that is. And, you know, they could be specifically targeting, you know, members of the LGBTQ. So I just say be careful. Also keep like some pepper spray in your fanny. You know, maybe even a switchblade, just in case a bitch try you. Like, hold on, bitch, I said no, ho, get the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep that thing on you. Keep it on you, just in case. You gotta have something to defend yourself at all times. That pretty much wraps up this video. If you want to see your toxic topic appear on the channel and I haven't did it already, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, alright? And if you made through this whole video, baby, I love you. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and please hit the notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. You don't want to miss it, baby. And I'll catch you on another Prime Time